purpose is to accept amendments today, be able to sort them and view them over the coming week, and then vote on them next week. I will, as I said, recognize in order. First, Councilmember Costello, do you have amendments to offer to the budget?
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and colleagues, just bear with me. I have a brief statement to make. Mayor, I offer no amendments to the proposed FY 2014 operating budget. I do not want to offer amendments because the improvements I want to make to the budget do not involve specific line items. Rather, the changes I want to make are actually changes in financial policy. Our recent and current, and in my opinion fairly weak financial policies are found in section 1-14 through 20 of the proposed budget book. These budget policies were first adopted in 1987. They have not been formally updated by ordinance since May of 2003, although some of the policies have been slightly amended with the passage of each annual budget. Mayor, I am concerned that even though the economy is better and revenues are up, we continue a pattern of spending more than we collect. The proposed FY 2014 budget includes a drawdown of over $33 million of the city's general fund undesignated fund balance for recurring operating expenses. As such, I won't support any amendments that affect revenues. With operating deficits of over $80 million staring us in the face of next year, based on a 5-year forecast, it's important that we build our reserves and not draw them down. Salary increases, healthcare costs, pension costs, deferred maintenance on facilities, IT, and fleet, these obligations are not going away. Until structural and contractual changes are made to bring these costs down, we need policies in place that force us to better prepare for these looming expenses. I don't believe we can just plan to grow our way out of these long-term problems. I believe we must strengthen our financial policies not only in regard to reserves, but we also need to revise policies dealing with general operations, enterprise funds, capital and debt management, accounting, auditing, and financial planning. Mayor, I look forward to working with your office, your staff, the Finance Department and Controller's Office, and interested council members and outside experts to come up with a stronger financial policy governing our processes and decisions. I'd like to get started on this activity and hope to have something in draft form to your office by the end of the year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. I appreciate the sentiment. I will take issue with the comment that the drawdown of the amount above 7.5% is for recurring expenses by policy, and in practice it is for one-time expenditures. No amendments offered by Councilmember Costello. Position 2, Councilmember Burks.
Thank you, Mayor. I offer the 5 amendments that are in writing in front of you. Amendment 201, I'd like to read it into the record. Raise the homestead exemptions from over 65.
Okay, Councilmember, since you're the first one out of the chute, not necessary to read them into the record. They all will appear exactly as you have proposed them next week.
Well,
unless you really just want to spend a lot of time here today.
This was for those who are watching on TV all around our city. They don't see what we see right now. It's all right.
Right, Councilman.
And this is going to be, I'm real fast. Raise the homestead exemption from over 65 disabled persons to $125,000 in FY 2015. Increase the exemptions by 5% each year until it is equivalent of $160,000. 202, eliminate the cost of the budgeted performance management review and using these funds plus additional funding of $300,000 from PWE. Add 3 additional FTEs to the contracts compliance team of the Office of Business Opportunity Department. 2.03, utilize Houston Community College to facilitate HPD classes required for completion of required police training, including T-close requirements. Allow HPD officers to serve as HCC instructors. 2.04, utilize Houston Community College to facilitate classes required for completion of required fire academy training by HFD. And 2.05, HITS shall work with appropriate departments to develop up-to-date electronic access available to council members that would eliminate the need for printed agendas, backup MFORs, quarterly investment reports, and budget books that are traditionally used during city council and council committee meetings. I ask that we move to adopt the amendments.
Amendments have been received in writing from Councilmember Burks, number 2.01 through 2.05.
Thank you.